Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Friday the 7th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly normal time, wasn't too bad. Got up, had a couple things to do. My wife had to get to work early. She had a bunch of stuff to try and get accomplished for her last day before our cruise. So it was kind of a little bit on the earlier side than needed to be, but got up, got the dogs out, got them all taken care of. Everything was good to go. I had the last dog getting picked up today. The people who dropped them off were gone on their trip still, so I got somebody else coming to pick him up. So I actually reached out to them last night and verified they were still going to pick the dog up between 10 and 11 o'clock, and they said it's all good to go. So I was excited about that. Got the dog fed, got my dog fed, all the good stuff. Hung out outside, changed the printer over. I was still printing some more stuff, and as of right now it seems to be printing really well, so super excited about it. I still got to get a couple upgraded parts. I'm upgrading the bed and a couple of other things that damaged the bed on it. So but the new bed came in, and the new nozzles came in also today in my shipment, which was great. Ordered them online, so it worked out well. But I got a few things taken care of around the house. Played with the printer, like I said. Went ahead and decided I was going to have a bowl of cereal. I hardly ever eat cereal. Hardly ever eat breakfast, period. And I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Because a lot of times what will happen, it's like, if I eat breakfast, I'll be hungry off and on throughout the day. And then I'll end up eating a lot. But if I skip breakfast, like I do virtually every day, skip lunch, and then eat dinner, and then I'll have usually a snack before I go to bed, I'll be fine all day again. So it's that weird thing. And a lot of times I don't have the snack either. It just depends on what it is. So I'll eat once a day, and that's all I eat. So I thought, well, I don't know. I just had this weird mood. I think partly I had that weird. I had dropped give the dog back this morning, so I kind of just had that weird time frame. And I had myself a bowl of Life cereal, which I'm a big fan of Life. I had finally eaten the last of my Life before. I don't know, a week and a half or 2 weeks ago where it was. And Mom asked me more. When I went to the store, I'm like, nope, I'm good, I don't need anything. And then I come back home and there's a box of Life. I'm like, nobody else eats Life. She goes, oh, I know, but you eat it often. I said, yes, but I was eating that only so it didn't go bad on me, because I'd had it for a while and it took me forever to get through the box. And luckily they bought the tiny little shit box, whatever. I don't know what store there was a lot of that, but so it won't be very many bowls. But I'm like, well, by the time I feel like I want to eat Life again, it's going to be way too late. So I was like, what are you doing? It's going to be old and stale. Stop doing this. Like, when I decide that I'm in the mood for cereal, my body craves cereal, then go buy one next time you guys go to the store. Don't be doing this. I said, stop buying anything for me when it comes to food that I don't ask for, because they'll do it. She's buying stuff like, oh, I got you these such and such candies. I'm like, I don't want that candy. I don't want this shit. Like, I know you think you're doing good for me, and I appreciate the thought, but please stop buying me stuff, because then I feel obligated to eat the stuff, because I hate seeing things go to waste, but I didn't want it to begin with. So now I'm eating garbage food that I didn't want. Just, I don't know, yeah. So I'm like, please stop, just stop. So it is what it is there. So I had a bowl of cereal, and it was all right. I wasn't craving it. So if I don't crave it, definitely it's not, I don't know, it's one of those things where it's not really what I was after. So it doesn't really have as much effect on me as when I'm craving it, because I really enjoy it, kind of thing. So the one thing I haven't told them not to buy anymore, that kind of got a standing order for it, is they find a box of donuts with maple icing, which is very, very seldom, which I did recently. It was all maple and a few white, and I don't know if she ordered it that way, because it's a good possibility she might have, or just found it that way. I don't know which, but I should have asked. I'll have to ask. I didn't think about that the other day, because I never see them in that setup. So she may have pre-ordered it, and by pre-order, I guess it means ordered, because you can't pre-order anything. You can order, so you can't pre-drill a hole. You can drill a smaller hole for your, like a pilot hole for your big hole, but you can't pre-drill nothing. But anyway, the brain's weird. So got that done. Hung around there, got the dog gave back. Everything went good there. I'm not sure it's his brother, her brother, somebody's brother. Came pick the dog up. The dog was happy to see him. Somebody makes you feel good. I've had a couple times where I've given back dogs to friends and families and neighbors and whatever that the dog didn't want to go with. And one of them was creepy enough that it's like, there's no way people would know the dog's name, how to find me to steal a dog. But I actually had like videotaped too. So the dog didn't want to go to them so bad. I actually videotaped them taking the dog, and I videotaped the license plate of the car and what they looked like as they drove away. I made it kind of sneaky, as I didn't like say, I don't know if I trust who you are, kind of thing. But it all went good. So I reached out to the dog owners, let them know that, hey, dog's gone, everything went well, and they were excited about that. So Had a couple things to do around the house. Got a couple of things done. Ended up heading over to pick up some stuff I and my wife had hanging on me to do for the cruise, because it's our last day before we take off for Miami and then down on the cruise line for like, I don't know, 8-9 days, whatever the hell it is. And she said that she needed some stuff at the pharmacy, and that was all she knew of. So I said, well, okay, cool, I'll go do that. Asked Mom if she needed to stay. She said nope, she was good to go, she didn't need to go. So I offered to take her to like Walmart or the grocery store or whatever. And she said nope, she was good. So went ahead and ran over to the pharmacy, got the stuff for my wife. From there, I ran up Tractor Supply. I'd opened my last bag of dog food and filled the container for my mom, because it's pretty heavy for her to dump. And I don't want it set in the bag open in the garage. So I wanted it in my food container. And it's that weird, like, obviously I'm not gonna run out while I'm gone, but I also like to have extra food stocked up. So normally I'd wait another, I don't know, little bit, but it was my last bag open. So I went and bought 2 more bags, grabbed it real quick, and then headed back. Had to get back to the house. I had a meet and greet at 3 o'clock scheduled. So people showed up. They had a little girl. I don't know how little she was. Young girl, I should say. Single digit age still. I'm really bad at ages. So they hung out, met the dog. The dog was kind of hyper side and stuff, but it got along good. Brought Bruce out, and it was funny because they were talking and stuff, and the girl was asking about the pinball machine. She never played one and stuff, and they were trying to tell her about it. I was like, turn it on for you. So I went and turned it on, and the thing didn't work. I'm like, why isn't it working? I'm like, what the hell's up? It turned out somehow it's throwing a breaker to that outlet. I don't know what it was. Who knows? So went and flipped the breaker real quick. She played on it for a little bit. The dad played on it a little bit, and then I let Bruce out, and their dog was being a little bit ornery, and hair all standing up, like it was like kind of trying to be aggressive. And Bruce handled it real well. Everything went good. Dog finally eventually calmed down. I didn't say a word about it, let it go. Bruce actually was like standing between the wife and the dog, kind of like he was protecting her from their own dog. It was kind of funny. But the dog eventually, hair went down, and like within a minute of the hair coming out and being calm, Bruce went and laid on his bed and started chewing on a hoof instead, so he didn't care. So I was like, okay, that's good. So I went ahead from there. We chatted a little while. They headed off. Went back outside, got a few other things done on the printer, switched over some stuff and whatnot, had a print going. And it was funny because I had another meeting at 4:15. So basically they showed up, met their dog. They had 2, and the dogs, one of them's gonna be a little pain in the ass. The one's a licker real bad, which I have to work on fixing, and the other one wants to jump on people real bad, so I got to work on that also. So, but they're sweet, they're lovable, they're nice. The guys were nice. Ended up somehow 3D printing came up in our conversation, so I was showing them a lot of the 3D printing stuff I do, and he seemed super interested. The one guy did. So I took him out, showed him how the printer works, basically the size of it, all that kind of stuff, and we talked and joked and laughed and had a good time. And they took off finally. Went ahead and got both those booked today, so that's nice. I got some more coming up. 2 new clients, actually 3 dogs, but 2 new clients. So it's kind of nice to see. Especially I had a client whose dog passed away recently, so that's one less booking I'm going to be getting. So and it all comes and goes. So went ahead from there. Got my run in. Got back from my run. Wife said she's going to be working late, so she has to get taken care of. Just overworked, absolutely overworked. So went ahead, ended up having orange chicken, and I waited pretty late, but not. I probably could have waited for her, but I was like, I don't know when she's going home. She couldn't give me an answer. And I was like, I'm gonna be hungry, so to the hell with it, because I'd eaten breakfast, was a screw up really. So by this point now I'm actually hungry. So we had Mom chucked the chicken in the oven. I had leftover rice and knocked it out for dinner. Watched an episode of, I don't know, some stupid cartoon show. I'm not sure which one it was. Like, I don't know, Aunt something or another, whatever. It's like a raunchy adult cartoon. So I watched that. It's based out of Chicago and whatnot. So I watched an episode of it and then headed outside. My wife came on. I was doing some packing today. I was organizing any stuff. I didn't pack much per se. I packed all my running gear, packed all my underwear and all that kind of stuff, but I haven't packed any of my actual daily wear clothes. And it sucks. I have to bring twice as much clothes in as normally would, because I got a workout outfit and then I've got a day outfit. So I got swim trunks, all kind of stuff's booked. Everything's in there, not booked but packed. And then I got my clothes laid out and asked my wife, any of these you don't want. Like, I've got more than I need because we get free laundry on this cruise, part of our multiple use package. We cruise so much. And 2, we paid for an upgrade that gives us a load of laundry also, which I don't know if that means we get 2 loads of laundry or just the 1, but 1 will be enough to wash up, you know, a little bit. So she went ahead and asked if she could put some stuff in mine. And I said absolutely. So I got stuff all done up. She figured out which ones she didn't want me to take. Then as I finished up packing, I got my went ahead and after she got home, she ate, and then I ended up back outside playing at the printer for a while. She had to go help her dad out and check with him, and then she came back over and we talked and chatted a little bit. She had some crap at work. Found out one of the guys at work is quitting, and rather, yeah, sucks because it's gonna make a lot more work to do. And then she's got to find somebody else new to work with. That kind of sucks because then she's got to figure out how their personalities mash or clash or get along and all that stuff. So the person actually wasn't supposed to tell her. Actually, he chose not to tell her he was quitting. He didn't want to mess up her cruise, but the owner of the company had decided to tell her, which I think they shouldn't have told her personally, but she's like, oh, it's all right, blah, blah. I'm like, no, it's really not, because you're sitting here thinking this person's got your back and you've got this covered and they're taking care of stuff and you're good to go. And now you're going to be worrying, oh my God, who's the new person? Who's going to be? How are they going to find them? Well, who's going to be like, yada, yada, yada. And so I was a little bit annoyed with the owner, but what can you do? It is what it is. Just she's already got enough stress going on from family crap. There's no control over, and waiting to find out what she's gonna drop over there. So it is what it is. But anyway, it's all I got for right now. I went ahead, finished up my cigar out there, started another print, printed up a bunch of business cards. Some just aren't named, the numbers on them, to hand out just like, you know, friend card kind of things, because when you're talking to somebody on a ship, you often don't know, you often don't think about contact information. So print off a bunch of aluminum cards for myself, and buy a bunch, like 10. But we see people we like, and we're like, hey, here you go. They can have a card. It's not paper, so if it gets in the ocean, get in the pool and stuff, it won't deteriorate and fall apart. So kind of nice little thing there. I also print up a bunch of business cards for myself. Not that I'm giving them out on the cruise. There are a lot of people on our cruise that are from Florida here, semi-locally, so would be able to do that as long as we're on the same cruise ship. I could watch the dogs when we go on the next trip. So, but yeah, I went ahead and printed those off. Had those running, and I was heading to bed. Had a 3D print going that I'm gonna give to a buddy of mine. So it's been printing, and it's got like a 9-hour print. So hopefully it'll be done tomorrow before I leave. If not, I'm gonna have to cut it short because I'm gonna put everything inside instead of leaving it on Lanai for the next 8-9 days when I'm gone. So, but yeah, went ahead. My laser printer was still running, and I came inside, and I'm like, oh, I gotta leave the stuff running until I make sure it's done. So I basically headed in, had myself a bowl of chips, watched an episode of Golden Girls with my wife, and then headed out, grabbed my stuff, put it up, and then headed to bed. So laid there and couldn't go to sleep. That whole nervousness about the cruise tomorrow. Gotta get up early, run in the morning, and then get my shower and head down to Miami. That's the part I dread, is that 4-hour drive to Miami with the traffic and find my way to the port. And I've been to the port a bunch, but every time I get there, it seems like a GPS tries to turn me around the wrong way. So I keep telling myself just ignore the GPS once I get anywhere near that tunnel going under the bridge there. That I often try, my brain still tries to follow the GPS and get confused and get a little bit turned around, but it is what it is. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.